First, Anthony, unrelated to basketball, are we Team Kendrick? Or are we Team Drake?
Oh Lord. Can I be Team J. Cole?
You're like, I don't want anyone showing up to my mansion.
He's so love. My favorite is actually seeing all the J. Cole memes of him like being the last passenger on
Wait,
like the Titanic raft boat or whatever before it sinks because he knew to get out.
did you
Like,
see some girl found him on like the beach today? Like today, J. Cole was just on the beach with his like laptop and headphones in, like recording stuff into his phone. And some girl like found him on the beach and like took a photo with him. And it's exactly like all those memes. It's just J. Cole on the beach. There's no one, and it's like her and J. Cole. I'm like, sensational. Um,
oh,
yeah.
well, yeah, I mean, that's amazing. First off, that totally like translates with what you would expect J. Cole.
Yeah.
Um, I don't really know because I'm not going to pretend to know that much about like this beef and this drama. So I'll go strictly off of the vibes. I really liked Drake's first one, whatever the drop and give me 50. I thought that was hard and like kind of was like cool because that's where it started from. Like the whole industry is against me. And then Kendrick really came back with some heat that was almost past the point of lyrically impressive and almost just ridiculous coming at for his life. So I don't know. That's my we're spitting hoops for a reason. So we like to spit. So we like to break these lyrics down. But
Hey, I'm Team Kendrick. Come on. Okay, wait. First, before I say that, I am assuming that all the allegations made against both Kendrick and Drake by the opposite party are false. Okay. If any of those allegations are true, like, I don't really want to be involved. Like, I don't really want to have a voice in this. I don't love, yeah, I don't love some of the way this has gone. But holy crap, not like us. West Coast banger. I was at a bar on Saturday. They're already playing the diss tracks, like
great.
within 24 hours, less of it them being dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Kendrick. Anyways, that's my West Coast bias. I always have
Get
to
out.
shout it. Drake, OVO, please don't come after me. Like seriously. I've been seeing what EXO's been sending to the Drake mansion. A lot of shooters. I don't want shooters coming up to Max's mansion, I guess.
We don't need that, bro.
If
Honestly, though, Drake, if you do get word of our podcast, please feel free to come on and talk to us about how you feel about the sorry state of your franchise.
Yes, sir. Perfect. More rings than the Celtics in the last 5 years, though. And with that, we will get
That's
with that, we will get right into the podcast. We'll go through some general news, stuff that's been going on. We'll go through the round one series. Obviously, we had a podcast towards the back end of the round one. This is us just wrapping up the round one series, and then we're gonna delve right into round two. A lot of drama there. Let's just start with the awards. Jokic wins
yes,
his
sir.
third MVP, announced like 20 minutes before we went live right now. SJ second, Luca third, Giannis fourth, Brunson fifth, Tatum sixth, Sabonis seventh, KD eighth. Um, any thoughts? I thought it was well deserved. I think this was both of our predictions, but Luca third throws me off a little bit.
Um, Luca third throws you. I'm okay with it. I was actually going to take a historical slant on this. There's 9 players in the NBA now that have 3 MVPs. So this does put him into very specific rarefied air. Is he the worst of those 9 players to win 3 MVPs? Who do we have? So we have LeBron, Kareem, Wilt, Michael, Larry, Magic, Moses Malone. Oh, that one's close. And then Jokic, right?
Yeah.
Those are the 9.
Well, where do we have Moses? I think we have Moses in the top 20.
That might be one because he's got the 3 MVPs. He's got the Finals MVP, right? And then he's got the MVP or the chip. That's comparable.
Damn, that's kind of interesting. Okay, well, because when that was announced, my first thought was welcome to the top 25, Nikola Jokic. But
Sure.
might be top 20. If we're really breaking it down, it might be top 20. But also Moses did have the body of work and yeah, I don't know. So I think that's
Yeah. Depending on what happens this postseason, this conversation will change. So
yeah, and also I mean the Jokic is only gonna move up.
yeah,
Jokic will literally only get better from here, or like his resume will only get more stacked from here, even if he doesn't win chips, right? So like he's a top 20 player and it's not gonna go down, like I think.
I have a question for you. When we've done our joint these are the greatest players in NBA history together. For you, can a player take a backslide from a spot that they were at, and then if they have some bad seasons, it drops down, or do they just not continue to improve?
That's a great question. In general, I think it's the latter. It's to not continue to improve because I'm not judging Russell Westbrook's career based off of him being a role player on the Clippers, right? Like, you
Right.
know, and as much as his drop off has been extremely significant, like that's one thing. But I do think there are other cases, like maybe like Harden and Chris Paul, where the reason they aren't higher might be coming true over and over and over again, like lack of playoff success, playoff chokes, etc. And I think that might reframe someone's career towards the back end. But in general, I really think when we're ranking players, we should always be tending to be on the safe side. So in theory, you shouldn't really be moving people back if they get worse because
Right.
you're judging them based off their peak
They're
or
great. Yeah, exactly.
yeah. The thing is like if LeBron, like I'm gonna be honest, if LeBron kept playing till he was 46 and he's putting up like 12 points per game, that might just personally affect the way I feel about like that situation. But it's not gonna make me think he's not a top two player in NBA history, right? Like it might change shades, but
Yeah. We don't go after Kareem for having, 8 points per game in his final season.
or Wilt. People forget Wilt. Wilt at the back end of his career. I think he had two. I think he had 2 or 3 seasons under like 15 a game.
Yeah, that's a crazy career.
Yeah, I mean, just because he got pissed that everyone didn't think he could pass.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Anyways, but congrats to Jokic.